Welcome everybody to Kanuka Home Practice. Today we'll be doing a short chair yoga session where we'll be focusing on relaxing and releasing through the shoulders, and then we'll work into the hips. Let's get started. Coming to sit on your chair, preferably a chair with no arms. All right, you want to take the shoes and socks off so you can feel a nice connection to the ground beneath you, spreading the toes wide and pressing down through all four corners of the feet. Lengthening through the spine and melting the shoulder blades down and back. Perhaps the hands are resting one on top of the other. And then we'll gently close the eyes down just to center in for a moment. Connecting in with your natural spontaneous breath in and out through the nostrils. Breathing in through the length of the spine, tailbone all the way through to the crown, even feeling a length in the back of the neck. And as you exhale, just allowing everything to melt away, melt down from the shoulders. We can come back to our thoughts and concerns after our session. All right, keeping that conscious connection to the breath throughout the practice. We will flutter the eyelids open and come into the room. Feel free to constrict the back of the throat to create your ujjayi breath throughout the rest of the practice. All right, we'll start with some gentle neck stretches. So inhaling, length through the spine. Exhaling, we're going to drop the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, drawing a little semicircle to one side, maybe bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhaling as we come down to center, chin to chest, and then inhaling, perhaps coming across to the opposite shoulder. Maybe the ear is tilting towards the shoulder. Let's keep moving in these semicircles, using the breath as our guide. Inhaling up to one side, exhaling back down to center, and inhaling across to the opposite side. If it feels okay for you to extend these semicircles into a full circle, drawing an imaginary circle with the nose as we rotate in one direction. And then take it across in the other direction for a few rotations. Any pops and cracks that you hear in the neck is absolutely fine. And then we'll bring it back to neutral. Bringing the arms at shoulder height in front of us, flipping the palms so they face the ceiling, and then gently bringing the fingertips to rest on the shoulders. The elbows can come together, down and wide and open. Exhaling as we bring the elbows together, inhaling as we sweep them wide and up. You might even need to slow the breath down, or rather slow the movement down to keep it synced to the breath. And the next time we bring the elbows together, let's rotate in the opposite direction. Maybe even accentuating the opening up by lifting the chest and bringing the elbows, dropping the chin back to the chest. Inhaling open and wide and expansive. Exhaling gentle contraction. One more rotation. And then we'll gently release the shoulders and the arms, maybe giving yourself a couple of shoulder rolls. From here, opening up wide again through the arms, this time at shoulder height to the sides. We're going to bring the arms in front of us, perhaps crossing the right arm over the left, bending at the elbows. We'll bring the hands to the shoulders first, give ourselves a little hug. And then if it feels okay for you to extend through the forearms and bring the back of the hands together, maybe even the palms are joining, only working as far as it feels good for the body today. And then we'll focus on drawing those shoulder blades down and back. A gentle pushing forward of the elbows, breathing into the space that we've created between the shoulder blades as we work into our eagle arms. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, sweeping the arms wide again. This time crossing the left arm over the right, bending at the elbows, taking the hands to the shoulders first. Maybe staying here if that works, or perhaps bringing the back of the hands together, maybe even the palms. Again, gentle sliding down of those shoulder blades and a lifting up of the elbows. One last long inhale and exhale. And opening up on an inhale and releasing the arms down on an exhale. All right, from here I am taking my hands to the knees, maybe scooching forward a little bit on your chair. Again, feeling a nice strong connection through the feet. I'm inhaling as I slide the hands towards the hips. Take the chest and the chin gently up. I'm exhaling, sliding the hands towards the knees, rounding through the top of the spine as I tuck that chin in again. Inhaling, opening up through the heart and the chest. Exhaling, drawing the chin towards the chest. A couple more rounds in our seated cat-cow. As we warm through the spine, extending and flexing. Keeping the spine nice and flexible. One more round here. And then we'll come back to a neutral spine, finding that length at the back of the chair again. I'm going to inhale the arms alongside the ears. As I exhale, I'm bringing the back of the right hand to the left knee. The left hand goes behind. And then just feeling into the back of the neck. If it's nice and warm from those neck stretches, we might extend and look all the way back over that left shoulder. Taking a couple of breaths here, lengthening through the spine with every inhale. Inhaling back to center, both arms alongside the ears. Exhaling, bringing the back of the left hand to the right knee. This time looking across the right shoulder. Melting into the exhale and feeling a little bit deeper into the twist. And on the next inhale, coming all the way back to center, arms alongside the ears. Exhaling as we bring the arms to rest alongside the body. We'll start to work into the lower part of the body. I might just give the feet a few stomps. Some rolling through the base of the big toe, the base of the baby toe, the balls of the feet, and rocking onto the heels. You might even stomp the feet just to bring a bit more blood flow into the feet. They can get a little bit stagnant. All right, from here, I am inhaling that left leg. I'm just straightening through the leg. And then I'm going to lift the thigh slightly off the chair and point and flex through the toes. If it gets a little bit too much, feel free just to lower that thigh onto the chair. Otherwise, if you're working a little bit into the thighs and the core, and then we're going to rotate through the ankle, keeping that leg above the chair or just above the chair, rotating in the opposite direction, keeping all the joints nice and flexible. And then we'll release that foot down. Come across to the opposite side, your right leg, my left. I'm just lengthening here, pointing and flexing. Again, option to leave the thigh here, or for a little bit more work, we're bringing the thigh off the chair. And then bringing that ankle into a rotation to one side. other way around. Just noticing how it feels on this side. I feel like I'm working a bit harder on this side. So always just staying curious as to what you notice in the body. And then gently we'll place both feet down. We're inhaling the arms alongside the ears. We're coming into a seated child's pose. So I'm keeping those feet together and I'm just relaxing all the way down, lengthening through the spine, including the back of the neck in that lengthening, just allowing the full weight of the head to release all the way down. Taking a couple of breaths up and down the spine. Apologies if you hear my heavy breathing due to the microphone. And then we'll come up nicely, unfolding or uncurling the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Coming all the way up. All right, from here we're going to come up off the chair. I'm going to maneuver my chair to the side so you can see it a little bit better. And then from here, I'm just walking the feet out, seeing if I can create this upside down L shape with the body. So I'm really tilting those hip bones up towards the ceiling as I would in my downward facing dog or my Uttanasana. And I'm lengthening through the arms, creating space in the shoulder blades. Again, a similar sensation in that down dog. If you're feeling a little bit too much stretch in the hamstrings, feel free to bring a bend in the knees, otherwise lengthening through the legs and through the arms and the spine. Taking a few breaths here. Working into the length of the back of the neck as well. So a really good one to remember for our Ardha Uttanasana, our halfway lift. Keeping that spine long and the back of the neck. One last long inhale and exhale here. And just coming a little bit closer in towards the chair, we're going to be creating a triangle or pyramid shape with the legs. So I'm stepping my right leg forward first and the left leg is behind me. I'm creating length through my legs as I come just halfway. So again, if you feel it too much in the hamstrings, feel free to bring a little bit of a bend into the knee. Otherwise, I'm aiming the hips to a level height by energetically drawing back through the right hip and pushing forward through the left. One last deep inhale and exhale here. And then we'll switcheroo. I'm bringing the left foot forward and the right foot behind. Again, that energetic pull of the hips. This time it's the left hip pulling back, the right hip pushing forward. I'm lengthening through the spine and through the legs. A couple of breaths here in a lovely supported pyramid pose. And bringing ourselves all the way back up again and pedaling through the legs. All right, we're coming back down to the chair. There we go, just realigning. Okay. From here, I'm just going to take my feet about hip width apart. We're just doing 1 or 2 rounds of our seated sun salutation. Inhaling the arms alongside the ears. As I exhale, I'm cascading all the way down. Perhaps the fingertips, maybe the palms are reaching all the way down to the ground. As I inhale, I'm coming up to that halfway lift, that Ardha Uttanasana, length through the back and through the back of the neck. Exhaling all the way down. Inhaling as I get nice and strong through the legs, the arms and the core, all the way up. And exhaling down through the center line. We'll do one more round, nice and uplifting and energizing for the rest of our day. Inhaling the arms alongside the ears. Exhaling, cascading forward from the hips, coming all the way down, fingertips or palms. Inhaling just to halfway, length through the back of the neck. Exhaling down. Inhaling all the way up. Exhaling down through the center line into prayer pose. You might like to bring those feet a little bit closer together as we close the eyes down. Again, focusing on lengthening through the spine, drawing the shoulder blades down and back, connecting in with your breath, noticing the effects of our practice. Breathing in energy, strength, resilience for the rest of the day through the soles of our feet, from our earth element. And then gently opening the eyes, coming back into the room. That ends our chair yoga practice. Namaste. Go well and enjoy the rest of your day.